Good morning and welcome to another session of Programming Daily. Today, again, I'll be working on drakon-renderer. I changed a couple of things in the UI. I hope it's going to be a bit easier to read now. Since yesterday, I added some new validation functions, let's call it, or some validation decisions. The code looks a little bit different now. And now we get a number of warnings for incorrect number of dependencies, if there are any. So now we scan all types of dependencies for all kinds of icons for the correct number of dependencies, question and everything else, which is action and title. So just to show you, yesterday actually was quite productive of camera and produced these sort of errors. So now validation complains if there's more than one title or end icon, or if title or end are missing. If the incorrect number of dependencies is detected, the engine is going to tell you which names or icons identified by which names are affected. All validation messages have hints, so pretty happy with that. I did a little bit of research yesterday and I found out a lot about Drakon, and so far I'm not bored with it yet. It's still very entertaining to research it and work on it. And a part of me thought that we're ready to start rendering real-life diagrams. Like, for example, this one I found, I believe, on Wikipedia. And mostly it looks like we are. I'm just worried about two things. Well, three. One is we don't have these kinds of icons implemented yet. I created issues for today. I'm planning to implement this and this type of icons during the session today. That's the first thing I'm worried about. It's pretty easy to resolve. The second thing is this type of connection. When two icons have a shared dependency that's not the end icon. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe it won't be a problem. It's worth testing. And the third thing I'm worried about is the end icon here on this diagram is on the right. Well, the way drakon-renderer works, it will always be on the left, because what you attempt to do at the very beginning is to graph a complete path from start to finish, and naturally that places the end icon at the very left. And here, as you can see, at the very left we have like a loop running from the bottom of the diagram all the way to the top. We don't have that yet, so this is my thing, a third thing to worry about. And maybe fourth thing is, I'm not sure what this is, but we'll have time to research and implement everything. For now, I would like this session to be a little bit laid back after the good progress I made yesterday. And yeah, we'll just implement this type of this kind of icon and this one, and they are called respectively. The top one is headline and the bottom one is an address. So let's get to work. Currently icons we have here, the renderer we have here. So first a bit of admin. Let's start with the headline. And a headline icon looks like this. This is the headline. It looks like it has the proportion of an action with an attached sort of downward facing triangle. Okay. So far we have title and action question. These we don't have. A case and choice we don't have yet. There will be time for everything. Oh, look at this. I now know what this weird icon is. It's a real-time parallel process. Okay. I have comments. Okay. There's lots. All right. Headline. It looks like if we don't want this function to grow in a crazy way, we should probably isolate question shape, action shape, and title shape into individual functions. But for now, let's not worry about that. Let's do, for now, let's cheekily copy what we had here in the action shape. No, maybe question shape, because action shape is just a rectangle. Well, I believe we want to construct a shape from vertices or from offsets. Render the action shape. Not sure what I did wrong here. Because of the translate. Oh. We have the stroke loop here. No. Oh, I see, I see, I see. This needs to be applied so that the compiler can infer the type. Okay, got it. So leave a to-do here to adjust for the new kinds of icons. Okay, so now I think what would be a good thing to do is to introduce the headline icon. So say we want to introduce headline icon just after the title, but just before the hello world icon too. Let's give the title icon name 0. This will depend on icon 1, which does not exist yet. Now it does exist. And now it depends on icon identified as 2. Yeah, let's try to run it. All right, we didn't expect perfection. All right. Right, let's move the headline shape to the bottom under the question shape. What did I do wrong? Start by drawing a triangle. That would be easiest, I think. We started from the right spot. So what I would expect is the y coordinates to be the same. Oh, but this from offsets. Oh, okay, got it. So this should be 0. Yes. Okay, so we have the basic shape done, but it has to be the same height as an action icon, I think. Yes. So this should simply be it. Now it does look more presentable. Now we need that triangle type of shape. The, something like that. I think my default is 0.1. Yeah, I'm not really liking these, but let's do this. Yeah, that looks a bit better. 0.1. We'll have to turn that 0.1 magic number into some sort of a proportion, but for now I'm pretty happy with this. Now we need to translate this, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but this has to be translated to the left by half a width and down by half a height. Okay. So let's just cheekily copy the translate vector from here Let's change the values a little bit. Yep, that's much better. All right, so we have the headline. Let's add the second type, the address, and I think we'll wrap it up for now. Address. Where should we put address? Maybe between icon 4 and the end. No, I didn't mean to do that. So let's do address. Close this. I will need to update the README. Okay, so I'm not closing this yet. Main is not changing now. For now, I'm just going to copy the headline shape just so it compiles. We'll change the actual rendered shape at the last order. Now, let's see how this icon is positioned. So I think it is positioned as if it was an action plus some extra triangle at the top. Okay, we can do that. But before we do, we need to add it. Let's call it 9. Icons won't be in order, but that's fine. I mean, icon names won't be in order, but that's okay. I don't want to change the entire diagram. And icon 4 is going to point at no validation errors. Very good. Perfect. So now all we have to do is to change that little triangle. It does not go at the bottom of the diagram of the icon, it goes at the top. So it's a good place to start. Next one should be the infamous 01. We go further still. They're in the direction of X. Here, it's minus 0.1. And then zero. But I think we're missing one more, which would be icon width times -1. Oh, 0. Let's see. Okay. Brackets 124. And probably one is missing here and one is missing here. Okay. Yep. It looks much better. Let's just check if the connection is fine. Connection between those two is fine. Connection here should align with all the other connections. Yeah. Right. It looks like we implemented both today. That's good. So thank you very much for sticking with me and for your patience. And that just brings us a little bit closer to actually attempting to render this big diagram. It should be fun. Right. Thanks very much. And see you next time. Bye.